Gee, welcome to the workshop. Today's little jewel is a guitar that's been in the works for about 6 months to a year. I love the old Airline and import guitars of the 60s, and this is basically a modern take on that. I call it my Apollo 11. You can see it's got the Airline style body, and the guys over at Eastwood Guitars, they've been really successful with their versions of them, but I don't think theirs have the features that this one has. This has a solid one-piece ash body. This thing weighs about 8.5 pounds, maybe a little bit more. So, I mean, it definitely lets you know it's there. So if you're into like the Les Paul thing, you'll be real comfortable with this guitar. You can see that it has sort of the Supro Airline style body. I put a Fender style Jaguar tail on it. It has a tune-o-matic bridge, so intonation is easy to set up. I've got toaster top pickups, which are very similar to, dare I say their name? No, I won't. They'll probably sue me. So anyways, then I've got nice chrome top black knobs. You can see on the back it's got the Les Paul style covers. Up here, three-way switch. Up is of course bridge, middle is both, down is both. And speaking of the pickups, it is wired with a Les Paul harness. I've got a maple neck. I stained the back to be a little bit like a walnut style. Painted the headstock, and it holds the lovely Gee Kustoms logo. Chrome hardware is slightly aged, as well as the body. I wanted to make it look like it was an old guitar but not beat up, sort of a closet classic, but definitely well loved, not well used. But today I'll be playing through my usual shop amp, the little crate amp, and I'm going to do bridge clean. All the knobs are up. Here we go. Very nice, very nice. Now I'm going to go down to the neck. Now both. Nice and clean and jazzy. I could throw a little bit of reverb in there, but I'm going to warn those guys who complain about the reverb that the reverb is being brought up, so here we go. Back to the neck, sorry, the bridge. As you can tell, the pickups aren't incredibly hot. They are sort of the Mini Humbucker size, and they clock in at like 6.8, 6.9, and they are humbuckers. So as you can tell, when I hold it up to this fluorescent light, yeah, there is no hum. So that's kind of nice. So you get that vintage sound. You know, if you're wanting, you know, balls blazing humbuckers, shoot me an email and I could build you one with it. But I wanted this one to be vintagey. So there's that. But now I'm going to kick on the distortion. We've got the gain up to about 65%. Down to the neck. Both. 100%. Just crunch. There you have it. Now you might ask yourself, hey, how come he's not using that tremolo? And I'm going to tell you why. Because we all know the Jaguar tremolos, they look really, really cool. But honestly, as soon as you touch them, they're not so much in tune anymore. So you can go all wild on it, but you're not going to be able to keep it in tune. That's just the way they are. They look cool, but that's about it. Almost as bad as the Bigsby's, but hey. That said, she's a great guitar. She's solid. She's nice and meaty. Great tones. Vintage voiced, but with the Mini Humbuckers, there's no noise of the P90s or a single coil d'Armand or anything like that. But that said, she is definitely a fun guitar. Let's take it out with a little bit of this. Check out my eBay auctions, check out my website. I'm out of here until next time. Be cool and be fast. Or don't be anything at all. God, that was stupid.